If you are receiving the new state pension and you have any other income on top, a small workplace pension, some savings interest, a few hours of occasional work a month, what this video covers matters directly for your tax position right now. In June 2026, the triple lock gave you a rise in April, 4.8%. That is real and it went through. But here's the question appearing in the comments across every pension channel in the UK right now. And that nobody is walking through clearly, does that rise actually reach your bank account? Or does the frozen tax threshold pull some of it back? It is a completely fair question. The personal allowance, the amount you can receive each year before income tax applies, has been frozen at £12,570 since April 2021 and is locked there until April 2031. The full new state pension from this April is £12,547 a year. That gap is £23. Less than £30 separates the full new state pension from the point at which income tax begins. If you have anything else coming in above that margin, the calculation changes, and a significant number of people watching this have not been told clearly how it changes, or how HM Revenue and Customs collects what is owed. We are also covering 4 other DWP changes from this month, one where at least one channel has circulated incorrect names for the organizations involved, and one where the claim window being described has already closed. If you are not subscribed, do that now. The rules change and the official bodies do not send personal updates. Before we go further, this video is made for UK state pension recipients and those planning retirement who want to understand their tax position and the DWP changes that took effect this month. Everything here comes from publicly available official guidance, HM Revenue and Customs, the Department for Work and Pensions, the government-backed MoneyHelper service, and the Office for Budget Responsibility. This is educational content only, not personalized tax, financial, or legal advice. And nothing here is a promise that you will receive or keep any specific amount of money. Your position depends on your income, your national insurance record, and individual factors this video cannot account for. Before any decision based on what you hear today, speak with a licensed professional who knows your full circumstances. 5 things. Reveal order scrambled. Let us go. Have you looked at your bank statement after April and wondered whether the state pension rise showed up as you expected? Or whether something felt off? Particularly if your tax code changed this year and you did not understand why. Leave a comment below. Number 5. From the 2nd of June 2026, new regulations came into force that significantly change how often personal independence payment claims are reviewed. As confirmed by the Department for Work and Pensions, under the previous rules, fixed-term PIP awards could be reviewed as frequently as every 9 months. For people living with long-term conditions that are not going to improve Parkinson's disease, multiple sclerosis, severe arthritis, chronic heart failure, that meant repeated, detailed assessments on what often felt like a near-constant cycle. The new regulations extend the minimum period between reviews for most existing claimants aged 25 and over to 3 years. At that review, if needs are unchanged, the period rises to 5 years. 2 things to be clear about. The longer period does not prevent you from requesting an earlier review yourself if your condition has genuinely worsened. Contact the Department for Work and Pensions for a change of circumstances review at any time, and the change affects the review schedule only. Your current award continues under its existing terms. Number 3, a new free service has launched in the past few days. Aimed at pensioners who may be entitled to benefits they are not claiming. It is called Benefits Boost. It is a partnership between Iceland Foods and Kinley, a specialist benefits support service for older people. Funded by the Rothesay Foundation, established by pension insurer Rothesay to support older people in financial need. Both names matter because at least one channel covering this story has gotten them wrong, and searching with incorrect names will not find the service. An advisor from Kinley identifies which benefits you are entitled to but not receiving, and guides you through the full application process. The Rothesay Foundation reports an average annual income increase of approximately £5,000 per participant across 7,500 expected participants. Fully funded, no charge. Official Department for Work and Pensions figures show approximately 910,000 households entitled to pension credit are not claiming it, leaving approximately £2.5 billion unclaimed in that benefit alone each year. The standard minimum guarantee, the weekly level pension credit tops. Your income too is £238 for a single pensioner and £363.25 for a couple. From April 2026. Pause and write those down. To find Benefits Boost, search Benefits Boost Iceland on the government's official website or on Iceland's own website. Number 1. This item matters. But the framing on other channels is no longer accurate in June 2026. In February 2023, the law changed. The Bereavement Benefits Remedial Order extended eligibility for the bereavement support payment to cohabiting couples who had at least one dependent child together, provided the deceased partner had made sufficient national insurance contributions. For those who qualify, the payment is a tax-free lump sum of £3,500, followed by £350 a month for 18 months, nearly £9,800 in total. Retrospective claim windows for deaths before February 2023 are now closed. If your partner died on or after the 9th of February 2023, you are cohabiting, you have at least one child together, and you are under state pension age at the time, you may be entitled to claim. Applications must be made within 3 months of the death for the full lump sum, or within 21 months for some of the monthly payments. Citizens Advice can explain the eligibility criteria and assist with the application. Number 4. The Department for Work and Pensions has confirmed that pension credit and housing benefit will be combined into a single payment. The rollout date has not been set, but the process is underway. There are approximately 880,000 pensioners entitled to pension credit who are not claiming it, and approximately 120,000 receiving full housing benefit who have never applied for pension credit, despite heavily overlapping eligibility criteria. The safest position is to have both in place before the transition. One important misconception: savings below £10,000 do not reduce pension credit eligibility. The benefit is income-based. Once awarded, pension credit unlocks council tax reduction, free NHS dental treatment, the warm home discount, a free TV license for those over 75, and continued winter fuel payment eligibility. The total value is often significantly more than pension credit itself. The application can be started by searching pension credit on the government's official website, or by calling the number listed there. Before number 2, a brief story. Dorothy is 68, a retired civil servant from Worcestershire. Dorothy is an illustrative composite, built from commonly reported situations. She receives the full new state pension of £241.30 a week and a modest civil service pension of approximately £82 a month. She had always assumed her state pension was tax-free. Nobody had told her otherwise. Last autumn, her tax code changed. In January, she received a letter from Revenue and Customs, a simple assessment for £192 due by the 31st of January. Her first instinct was that it was a scam. It was not. Her total annual income is approximately £13,530, £960 above the personal allowance. At 20% basic rate tax, she owed £192. Not because of an error, because this is exactly how the rules work, and no one had explained it to her. Number 2, the climax. According to Revenue and Customs, the Department for Work and Pensions, and the government-backed MoneyHelper service, the full new state pension from the 12th of April this year is £12,547.60 per year. The personal allowance is £12,570, frozen since April 2021 and held there until April 2031. The gap is £23. If your only income is the full new state pension, you are below the threshold and do not currently owe income tax. The government has pledged that from April 2027, those whose only income is the state pension will be formally exempted even if it rises above the allowance in future years. As of this video, the mechanism for that exemption has not been published. If you have any other taxable income, a workplace pension, a local government scheme, savings interest above your personal savings allowance outside an ISA, or part-time earnings, your total exceeds the personal allowance and income tax is owed at 20% on the excess. Pause and write two figures down personal allowance. £12,570, annual state pension, £12,547, gap. £23. Any income above that margin means tax applies. The Office for Budget Responsibility projected approximately 600,000 more pensioners entering the tax net by 2026 to 2027 fiscal drag, because the pension rose while the threshold stayed fixed. HM Revenue and Customs collects via your PAYE tax code, adjusting the net payment from a workplace pension, or through a simple assessment letter after the tax year ends with payment due by the 31st of January. If that letter arrives and Instinct says, "Scam, genuine, simple assessment letters come by post only," HM Revenue and Customs does not cold call or text to demand payment. Research from Royal London found 4 in 10 adults are unaware the state pension is taxable. There is no deduction at source and no advance warning. To check your position, add your annual state pension to any other taxable income and compare to £12,570. The government-backed MoneyHelper service has a free income tax calculator. Search MoneyHelper income tax calculator, and a licensed tax advisor can confirm your position and check your tax code. Did today's video answer the question about whether the triple lock rise actually reaches your bank account? Leave a comment below, especially if the £23 gap was news to you. 5 PIP reviews extended to 3 years minimum for most existing claimants aged 25 and over from the 2nd of June, rising to 5 if unchanged. Request an earlier review anytime your condition worsens. For pension credit and housing benefit merger coming claim both now. Savings below £10,000 do not affect eligibility. Pension credit unlocks council tax support, free dental care, the warm home discount, and winter fuel payment. 3 benefits boost Rothsay Foundation. ROTHESAY with Iceland and Kinley. KINLY. Free for Iceland customers aged 66 and over. Average uplift £5,000. Search Benefits Boost Iceland. 2-state pension £12,547. Personal allowance £12,570. Gap £23. Any additional taxable income above that gap means tax at 20%. HM Revenue and Customs collects via tax code or simple assessment. April 2027 exemption has no published mechanism yet. 1. Bereavement support payment for cohabiting parents. Deaths. From the 9th of February 2023 onward, if the claimant was under state pension age. Retrospective windows have closed. Citizens' advice can help check current eligibility. 3. Calculate your total annual income and compare it to £12,570. If you are above it, use the MoneyHelper income tax calculator or speak with a licensed tax advisor before this tax year ends. If you are entitled to pension credit and have not claimed it, apply before the merger changes. The process savings below £10,000 do not count against you. 1. If your PAYE code changed recently and you do not understand why, speak with a licensed professional before January. That conversation costs nothing compared to a bill you were not prepared for. If you know someone who received the April state pension rise and does not realize their total income may now sit above the tax threshold, particularly someone with a small workplace pension on top, share this video with them today. The gap is £23 a year. Most people in that position do not know that. Next time, for those receiving the basic state pension, the older rate. For anyone who retired before April 2016, the interaction with the personal allowance works slightly differently, and we will cover it precisely. The one thing to do today is check your total annual income against £12,570. That number is the line